I went over to China for 7 months as soon as we got married. So.
Wow.
And then I came back and Paul went over to Europe for a couple months straight after that. So it was like airport hellos.
Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 4 of 30 Minute Call, proudly presented by the Canberra Theatre Centre. My name is Joe Gleeson, and in this episode we're talking circus with Kathryn O'Keeffe from Circa. If you're not familiar with Circa, they are a Brisbane-based performance company, and since 2004 they've just done amazingly well. Travelled to 40 different countries and performed to over 1 million people. Kat shares her story with us today, from being a wild gymnastics-loving toddler to now being a full-time circus performer. And to make things even more interesting, Kat is also married to Paul, a full-time circus performer. So we'll hear a little bit about that as well. I could certainly tell from our chat that Kat absolutely loves what she does and cannot wait to get back on stage. So let's get into it. Kathryn O'Keeffe, this is your 30-minute call. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with me right now, Kathryn O'Keeffe from Circa. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Joe. How are you going?
Yeah, really well, really well. What have we caught you in the middle of today?
A bit of conditioning work today and, keeping healthy,
Yeah.
as everyone is.
Yeah, nice. Is that a challenge at the moment for you? Is this a tough time with sort of restrictions? Would you normally be doing this sort of stuff in a gym or in a big group of people, and now you're having to do it at home and that sort of thing?
I would right now be on tour performing in beautiful theatres, so quite a different change for me. But
right.
We adapt and we do what we can right now to make sure that everyone is as healthy as possible. So we are training at home predominantly.
Yeah, nice.
My space is currently a 2 by 2.5 metre kind of area, about the size of a rug, that I have some training mats from work that I've borrowed. So I'm very careful to not hit a couch or a TV and do my best as possible.
Yeah, right. And for you, are you having to do a fair bit of weights, or is there a lot of sort of body weight stuff that you're doing?
I'm doing a fair bit of body weight stuff.
Right.
I also do handstands as one of my acts I do in shows. So luckily I can do my handstand training in this space as well.
Nice.
I can't really do any tumbling or anything. It's a bit risky in my space. So
Yeah, right. Yeah.
put that one to the side at the moment. Work how you can, and it's got its new challenges, but also I like the challenge of finding new and creative ways to move in such a confined space.
Is there a silver lining that you've found? Is there a positive out of this that you can take? I was talking to the Umbilical Brothers not long ago, and they were talking about some of the good stuff that they've managed to pull out of this pandemic. Is there anything for you?
Oh, of course. So right now it's a chance for me to be able to recondition and train my body, because we're on tour so much of the year and you're constantly performing. Your body gets a bit sore here and there. So I'm using this time right now to kind of get on top of some strength and conditioning. It's also great to go look back at our performance qualities of work that we do, and begin working with our boss, the artistic director, you're on lift shits over Zoom and doing performance classes. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, kind of look at our performance techniques that we utilise in shows and kind of interrogate them and see where we can take them now.
Oh, great.
So it's given us a great chance to kind of push our work in a way that we probably wouldn't have had time to do right now.
Yeah, because you'd just be on the go all the time. You don't have much time to, like you say, reflect back and also give your body a chance to have a bit of a break as well. That must be very welcome.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
I do feel like I should be doing more training all the time, as probably a lot of people are doing right now. But yeah kind of learning how to do different training and adapt to make it work as best as possible, and to not get too disappointed that I can't be on stage right now.
Yeah, that must be hard. The sort of that.
Paul did the first show. I unfortunately got injured early on, so I
didn't
get to do that first season. But I came back and I loved it, and had been fortunate enough to be part of their many programs. So they did quite a few tertiary kind of returning artist programs. So every year I look forward to doing that.
Oh, fantastic.
And I'm still very excited to see what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, they're still doing some fantastic things, aren't they?
Yeah. You got to applaud everyone there. They do an amazing job for artists in Canberra.
Yeah. You've actually said that your husband is to blame for getting you into circus.
Totally is.
Tell us about that.
Well, Paul grew up doing circus, so he was part of Warehouse Circus. He taught there. He was before Warehouse Circus was Belconnen Youth Circus, I believe.
Yeah.
And so he was been there from the onset. So circus is part of him. And when I met him, he was performing circus, and because I could tumble a little bit, do gymnastics, I just ended up training after I finished uni because I could go and train where he was training. It was easy and affordable, and I could keep training often as much as I'd like. And yeah, he's like, I have some shows coming up. Do you want to learn some skills for it? I'm like, all right. And so I slowly learned more and more circus through hanging out with him. So I do blame him. But I'm not angry about it.
No, nor should you be, because how great has that
We were seized on the day we were meant to get married.
Oh, so. Wow.
But then to make it more complicated, it was between tours that Paul was doing. We had one weekend free, and we're like, if we don't get married this weekend, we probably won't be able to get married for the year.
Oh, wow. So you're so at the mercy of when these tours are happening, aren't you?
Totally. And that's okay. Like, we both absolutely love what we're doing, and we're aware of that challenge that happens when you are performing and you travel lots. And so we kind of knew that that's what would happen, and we spent a couple of years kind of traveling like that.
Yeah.
And kind of just dealing with it.
Yeah.
And then, we were fortunate enough to be able to both work for the company with Circa.
That's great.
Which meant we can be around each other all the time. Or as I like to say, I get to annoy him all the time.
But in that first year, I mean, straight after the wedding, you were off overseas, weren't you? And then it was sort of into long-distance relationship mode.
Yeah. We'd already spent a little bit, like, the tours where we'd both been gone on and off for, like, a week or two or a couple of months at a time. But I went over to China for 7 months as soon as we got married. So.
Wow.
And then I came back and Paul went over to Europe for a couple of months straight after that. So it was like airport hellos.
Oh, wow. That must be hard. But God, I guess, you guys are used to this life, I guess, in a way. Or do you ever get used to it?
I think you do get used to it.
Yeah.
I miss that life right now. I miss not being traveling and touring and seeing the world. It's more that I miss that style of life rather than miss me being in one place. I don't know if that made any sense.
No, I think I get where you're coming from. Yeah. What about when you guys are in the same place? And I'm sort of building a scenario that's kind of a norm in my life. I don't know if this is a norm in your life, but you go along to, say, like a dinner party where you may not know some other couples and some other people, and you and Paul introduce yourselves, and people are doing that getting to know you thing, and someone's an accountant and someone's a public servant, and then you guys, what do you say? Do you go, we're in the circus, or?
No, we pretty much go, we're circus performers.
Awesome. Yeah, that must be fantastic. Like, you get to stand out from the crowd. That must be so fun for you guys.
It is pretty fun. You get a few like, wait, did I hear that right?
Yeah. Are you joking right now? Sorry?
And then explaining the company and where we're from, especially in Brisbane, a lot of people are like, oh, we have a circus company. Like, yeah, an awesome one. Travels around the world.
Yeah.
Do shows in Brisbane. Come see us.
And it's amazing. I mean,
it is pretty wonderful to be able to, show the world and show Australia what amazing performers we have here. And there's some amazing Brisbane-based circus companies as well, more independent ones that travel the world as well and do amazing things. So it's always nice to kind of see just the quality of circus artists we have here in Australia.
Yeah. We've got a couple of shows coming up later this year. We're so looking forward to them from Circa. We've got Circa's Peep Show on from 4 to 6 November, and straight off the back of that, Wolfgang's Magical Musical Circus from 6 to 7 November, which you and your husband Paul, I believe, basically put together yourselves and are both the solo performers in this show as well. Is that right?
Yeah, so the show was conceived by Jeroen Lifshitz, the artistic director of Circa, and it's his brainchild, the show. But Paul and I were both on the floor the whole time from day one in the rehearsal studio. So we feel like we put a lot of input into this show and a lot of our personality into it as well. So we love performing it, and for us, it's a show that works for all ages, which is fantastic. Yeah,
so it's sort of ages 3 and up. This is a lot of fun for the whole family. Tell us a bit more about it and what we're going to see in November.
It's It's a journey. It's not your typical Wolfgang when you go think you're going to see a classical show. It's not the typical start. So I have a birthday party which no one comes to, and I get a bit upset and give myself a present because I'm a bit lonely. And I put some music on. It happened to be a Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart record, and out through the fridge arrives Mozart. And
awesome.
As you do, all your classical musicians come from a fridge. And we go on a journey together, and along the way we also have a live accordion player, Gareth Gin, and he is accompanying sort of backing music as well as live accordion music, and we go on a journey together where Wolfgang shows me the magic in this world, and it's pretty hilarious. Like, there's some pretty funny scenes in there because Paul O'Keeffe is quite a comedic person, so he definitely gets the audiences laughing a lot.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, a lot of fun, some great music obviously, and
some beautiful music.
Yeah, and some great performance obviously from you and Paul. That's really cool.
It's definitely a highlight for us, and we have been fortunate enough to be able to talk to audiences after the show, and we get young kids who first time in the theatre. We have
cool.
Older grandparents are like, we don't have any children with us, we just wanted to come see the show.
Yeah, great. And
everyone in between. So for us it's amazing to see that such a range of audience members love the show.
That's fantastic. And are you in a position to be able to tell us a bit about Circa's Peep Show as well, Kat? Do you and Paul have anything to do with this one while they're in town?
I have seen the show.
Okay. Well, that's better than me.
I've been fortunate enough to perform it once, and
okay.
that was a while ago, but the show, it's a very different show to Wolfgang.
Yes.
It's a more cabaret later night crowd than a early morning kids show.
Yep, definitely.
But I like it. I like it a lot. It's quirky, it's glitchy, there's beautiful circus in there, there's lots of personality. It's definitely a good, for me, I like to see that show. I've seen it quite a few times now.
Yeah. Because
I enjoy watching it, and it just brings you into this amazing world of a cabaret style show, and then an after show when all the acrobats are more themselves and the personalities come out. So for me it's riveting and it's fun.
So grab your friends, have a couple of champagnes, enjoy that at night time, and then the next morning you can come along and bring the kids along to or the whole family along to Wolfgang's Magical Musical Circus as well. That's perfect. We've got everything covered.
Yeah, your week's sorted.
Yeah, I love it. Well, that's something definitely for people to look forward to. Circa's Peep Show, 4 to 6 November, and Wolfgang's Magical Musical Circus, 6 to 7 November here at the Canberra Theatre Centre. Kat, for you and Paul, what does the future hold for you guys? Is it just going to be, you're just going to do this until your body goes, please stop, Kat, and this is going to be, the never-ending itch of being a circus performer for you?
I like to think probably very much so. We'll keep going until our bodies are like, no more. Come on.
This is enough.
Be nice to me. And then I'll be like, but what if I do it like this instead?
Yeah. I'll just,
I think I'll always have a love for theatre and performing, so I'll probably do my best to try and keep performing in however I can. It might not be such physical circus, but I'll definitely, I don't think I can stay away from the theatre and the performance world, so hopefully I'll just keep finding new avenues to go down. Yeah, for sure. Is there space for sort of choreography or that sort of thing in the circus world? Is that something that former? Great to have you and sort of pick your brain a bit. It's been great. Oh, thanks for having me, Joe. Absolutely, no worries. Well, we'll see you in November, hey? Will do. Thanks, Kat. Thank you. See ya.